What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be showing you how to replace your fuel injectors and clean your fuel rails. Next, we locate our fuse box. Alright, take the fuse box out. And you're going to locate your fuel pump fuse, which is this FPMP, which is fuel pump. Alright, so looking at the diagram, looking at this, these are the two big ones. This should be the fuel pump right here. Alright, there's a 15 amp in between. There's that 15 amp in between right there. So we gotta take this one out. Alright, make sure you get something to take this out. In this case, I'm gonna be using just a regular adjustable pliers or adjustable wrench, whatever you want to call this. Universal tool. Something that I can grab onto it without damaging it and be able to pry it out. Okay? So here's what we need to do. We need to start the car to get the fuse on, and then we'll take the fuel pump fuse out to get all the fuel out of the injectors. So start it. Once the vehicle is started, you remove the fuel pump fuse. Because there's no fuel being provided, so that's when we know that all the fuel has gone away from the fuel lines. Alright, there we go. Now the engine is with no fuel. Let's turn this off and go on to the next step. Keys here, so I'm moving. And turn these lights off. There's no way. Alright. Now, we get our fuse. Next thing, move it out of the way. Right here, it's fine. Now, our next step would be to unplug all of our existing fuel injectors, which I'll show you right now. I'm gonna try to get a light on. There we go, that's better. Well, that's the connector, that's the first fuel injector, and there's 4 of them on each side. Alright, I don't know if you can see it, but the quickest and easiest way to find it is to carefully move these wires out of the way. Here's 1, here's 2, there's the other one back there. I don't need to put the shadow with the camera. 3, and then the 4th one, I don't know if you can see it, it's back there. Well, I'm going to show you how to take these off. The way I found out is the easiest way. Now be very careful, you don't want to damage these, you know? So, okay, hold on. Grab you. I use these right here, needle nose. And I kind of put it on this and push it up. Of course, don't lose your clip, which I don't know where the hell my clip is. Oh, it's back here. Alright, so once you don't have to take these clips off, but they come off easy. Take these off. Yeah. I grab this one. Just you're gonna want to squeeze this right here. Let me try to zoom in. This little clip has to be pushed in and pulled out. So I grab this so I can push in on that clip and then pull out. There we go. And they come up. Check it out. Just try to be very careful. Try to grip it right in the middle and then pull out. That way you don't damage your connector. Okay, so I'm gonna fast forward, remove all these in the other side, and get back to you. All right, guys. Now with all the there we go. All right, check it out. Now with all the wires unplugged, we are now ready to, I don't know if you see all of the injectors. You see the last one there? Oh well. With all four, they're all unplugged and ready to go. Now we're gonna need an 8mm to do this bolt right here. There's 4 of them. 1, this one in the back, 2, and then there's 2 on the other side. Alright, so let's get that. I got my 8mm with my extension right here. So let's put some. Okay guys, well sorry I didn't record this. You guys are probably gonna hate me for this, but you see these 2 right here? These are fuel lines, alright? We got a quick connect, quick disconnect, and we disconnected these 2 fuel lines, that way we can take the whole fuel rail out instead of just part of it. Because I was told that if you damage these O-rings, your vehicle may leak and cause a misfire as well. So you gotta be very careful with that. Alright, so with these 2 hoses back here removed, there are this is a nut right here, and 1, 2, 3, 4 10mm bolts. Take those out, which is going to be the split, so you have access to remove this wire harness out of the way so we can get the fuel rail out. Okay, now I already took these 2 out, but I left these other one for you guys to see. So we take these out. I already loosened them up. Let's see. I've been putting them up here now. Just put them somewhere where you won't lose them, you know, of course. Always take pictures and stuff of the things you do if you're not sure. Now we take this back one, this one right here. It's already loose. Gotta loosen that up. Now remember, this may still have some gasoline in it, so it may like leak some fuel and stuff. So make sure you get some gloves or something. Alright, so now the fuel rail is free and clear. So let's try to get up here. Alright, okay. I'm gonna try and take this off one-handed. Here, check this out. We just gotta grab one of the ends and right on it and strip them out. Same thing with this other side. Grab it. Usually get a pry bar or something, you know. But I don't have any, so let's see. Alright, feel it coming out. Get this side right here. Alright, here we go. And there's the fuel rail right here. Let's unplug this little vacuum hose. Make sure we don't break it. Alright. Unplug the little vacuum hose. Move it out of the way. Then dun 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 dun. It requires a little bit of moving around, so I'm gonna have to use both my hands here. Try to put you here. There we go. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. It's free and clear on my left side. Just gonna bring it forward. This side is getting stuck. This wire right here, let's move it. Very good. Okay. Alright. This other way so it doesn't touch anymore. And voila. That's how you remove the fuel rail. The way you remove the injectors is, oh, watch out for the fuel. Remember, it still has fuel in it, so this is not the fuel. The thing is to unplug these injectors, and the way we do this is we remove this clip from here, and then we just pull them out. We're gonna do this with all these, all right? So here we go. Let's take the clips off and remove them. So you can do this with a screwdriver, your hands, whatever. Just the clips are a little stubborn sometimes, you know. This is what they're gonna be, little clips. And the way you remove the injectors, you pull on it, just like that. comes off. Now, the O-ring stays in there, so make sure you remove that gasket or whatever. Remove the gasket. Set your injectors to the side. Here's a new injector. Check it out. Okay, I'm gonna install a new one, and you'll follow the same procedure from the rest of them. Flip it upside down, of course, or whatever, the best way you want it. Okay. I'll check it out. Put the injector the same way. Pop it into place. Once it's popped in place, we get our clip. Alright. You gotta make sure that this part, the thin part, or the one that grabs on, is on top so it can grab onto the injector. Alright. This is what I'm saying right here. It should clip on. There we go. Alright. And you repeat that procedure with the rest of them. Put them in there and clip them on. Alright? Alright, guys. Now, we got all of our new fuel injectors in here. Very good. Alright. They're ready to be put in. I'm ready to put this fuel rail in, so let's do this. I'm gonna get this side in. This side they gave me trouble the first time. Right? I'll move it out of the way. Touch the fuel injectors with anything else, you know. I got them lined up on this side right here. I gotta line them up on this side right here. Okay. Alright, guys. Now that I have all these here and they all lined up, just push them down, push them into place. So once these are all in there, let's go ahead and bolt the fuel rail down and put the wire harness. Let's get the bolts and start them up. There's one. Another one. Number two. There's them up. Now remember not to over tighten these. Just enough. There we go. Put this on. Done. Okay. Let's go to the other side. Other side. I'm sorry if I can't really see clearly, but if you have a vehicle at your house, you know exactly where the stuff is that I'm screwing. Make sure they line up a little bit. faster at it, you know? Oh, there we go. Got it started. Let's get to the other one on the other side. On the other side. Right here. Alright now. Let's go and tighten this up. Let's tighten this one up right here. Now let's plug. Let's see. These few things back here. Let's put these things back on there. Some clips. Some clips back on here. Now we go for our wire harness.
I got you there.
Hey, what's going on, man? How are you?
Real fine. You Mr. Sereno?
No, I'm not.
Is he inside?
Mr. Sereno just left to run some errands real quick.
Well, I'm Paul Rothschild, the police union. He told us to come by.
With the what, I'm sorry?
Police union.
Okay.
He told us to come by, pick up a donation.
Oh, shit. Okay. He just left probably to go to the store or something, man. I don't know if you want to come back in about 30 minutes. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you.
I hear you.
Yeah, I'm sorry, man.
This is the cell phone, is it? 346-288?
346-288. Yeah, this is something.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome, sir. He was just here, sir. Maybe you missed it. Alright, so I got my fuel rail all hooked up. Now, let's do everything in reverse order. Okay? So we already tightened up the fuel rail. Oh wow, my little vacuum hose here. I got it trapped under this wire harness. You don't want to do that. Don't be like me, make that mistake, you know? Plug all your vacuum lines back. My little vacuum hose for the fuel rail right here. Put this wire harness wire back. Now these are 10mm bolts. I haven't tightened them up yet, but I will. I just did it by hand. Now, let's see. Connect my PCV down. Look where it goes. And now I need to connect my injectors back. Here we go. There's number one. Put this secure clip thing back on. Secured clip. Boom. Click on there. Now we connect the second one. It's right here. Number two. Number three right here. This one's your number four. All my injectors on this side are good. Let's go to the other side and finish the rest. Let's see, I don't know where to put you, so you can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna put you right here. Usually this one works. Alright, here we go. Let's plug this one in. Once this is plugged in, get this clip. Clip. I would do the same thing with the remaining ones. They should all be right there. They should all line up. Number 2. I don't know if it's too dark in here. I may not be able to see. Guys. This is what's happening. This is what's going on. This is the clip connector. Okay. Oh. Wow. This is the clip connector. Let's see if I can show some light. Well, here's the injector. The harness. We plug it into the actual injector. Alright. And then we use the clips. The clips to put it on. So hopefully my fat hand wasn't blocking that. And let's go for that last one. That last one. Alright, very good. And then get the clip right here. Put the security clip on it. Alright. Now, there's all my injectors plugged in, the fuel rail plugged in. Our next thing to do is plug in the fuse and start it up. Put my fuse back in. Alright, make sure it's tight in there. Get my tools out of the way. Remember, I still gotta tighten up those 2 millimeter bolts. Get this out the way. Put the fuel box covered. Alright. Now, moment of truth. Start her up. Now this should get rid of the PO200 and PO300. I just replaced all brand new injectors. Come on, you know? Alright. Pump it a little bit so we can get some gas into the fuel rail. Forgot about that. Not try it. Alright. Here we go. Feels strong, huh?